The old fire hall, the Sunnyside Library, the Glebe Community Centre, the Brantwood and Perrin Park field houses, the redesign of Bank Street, Main Street and Bronson are all underway, and the rebuild will begin soon. We now have a farmers market in every neighbourhood of the city, of the ward, the largest one in Canada at Lansdowne Park. I must thank my constituents who have supported me through the highs and lows of 4 consecutive mandates, making me the longest serving city councillor ever in Capital Ward. You have been wonderful, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm not exaggerating when I say there's no other job I've liked more. I've adored being a city councillor. It's impossible to leave without a feeling of regret, but leave I must. I'm leaving because in a few minutes I'll be signing the registration papers to run for mayor. The mayor is one of the toughest political campaigns in the country. More people vote for the mayor of a large city than they do for the prime minister of the country, and I get why. The decisions of a city council make, whether it's subdivisions, stadiums, hydro, or transit, have a direct and immediate effect on constituents. A mayor has to be not only accountable for his council's decisions, how it affects the wards their constituents live in, but also ensure that these decisions are good for the greater ward that we're all part of, the City of Ottawa. I'm not in any way intimidated by the challenge. I spent 12 years training for the job. On October 25th, I want to give Ottawa a clear choice and a clear voice. What do I mean by a clear choice? I mean that after 12 years on City Council, I can say one thing with absolute certainty. Developers have more to say in running the city than your elected officials. They decide where the development is going to be, how dense it's going to be, no matter what your council votes. If you don't believe me, ask the folks in Manotick about Mahogany Harbour. They decide if you're going to keep an old growth forest. If you don't believe me, check with the folks in Canada about the South March Highlands Forest. They decide if your zoning for the height of buildings will be respected or not. If you don't believe me, check with any community anywhere across our fair city who have tried to fight developers rezoning applications at City Hall. And they decide who is going to get elected. It has not escaped me that we refused to vote the Toronto vote, which refused developers money in our election campaigns here in Ottawa. They decide where the city's new stadium will be built, how much it will cost, and who will pay for it. If you don't believe me, check with the folks in my ward. All the essential issues that cost millions are decided in camera behind closed doors. The cancelling of the North-South Light Rail decided behind closed doors. The Terry Fox extension decided behind closed doors. The 2-month OC Transpo strike debated behind closed doors. For what? For nothing. For we finished at the end where we should have started. The cancelling of the city's open design competition for Lansdowne Park decided behind closed doors. I'm not running to be the developer's go-to guy. I will not run the city behind closed doors. If Ottawa chooses me for mayor, I will throw those doors wide open. I have no illusions. I know it's going to be very tough. It's a rare day a mayor is ever elected without financing from developers. Nor do I have any illusions about myself. I'm just an ordinary guy with ordinary fears. I fear cancer. I fear that my grandchildren will not enjoy the same wonderful city that I have. But I have no doubts about the rightness of taking on developers or trying to do things cheaper and better for taxpayers. I ask Ottawa for only one thing. Listen to what I say, not what others say of me. Measure me by what I have done, by the buildings that stand in the community that first elected me. Judge me by the positions I have taken. When the bus strike was declared, I was the first to say, send it to arbitration. 2 months later, after millions of dollars and countless jobs lost, they listened. Measure me by the pilot light rail project, which Bob Shirley and I put together in one council mandate. I will be raising my money for the campaign just as I have as a city councillor in small donations from ordinary people. It will not be easy, but no mountain has ever been climbed without taking the first step. Today, I'm taking the first step. I look forward to seeing you all on the campaign trail and say to those who have supported me in the past, I will do my utmost to retain your confidence, and to those who have not, my best to earn it. Thank you all. It is now with great pleasure I give the, I wrote these speeches myself, so the French will not be exactly the same as the English, but close.